Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Esports Podcast. I'm your host, William, and I'm by myself today, as always, with the LPL. But I have a little bit of a cold. It's kind of sucky, and something else but we'll get right into the LPL now. But I did want to say something that's kind of sucky about the LPL is that it's over. Sadly, I know this was kind of close. This was it was 3-1, but it was 3-0. But the thing that I wanted to say that sucked is there's no match history anywhere on Google. If I go over here, you want to take a look over here? It ends at top in Sino Dragon. That's cool. Scoreboard, okay. It ends at if you go over here, semifinals and finals. It ends at semifinals. Doesn't have a third place match or the finals. So I don't have a lot to go off of. I've watched the game, so just memory, but with my cold, I was kind of hoping we'd get things done. We'll just kind of quickly talk about it, I guess. Let's see. Let's do pick bands. Let's see if that works. Can I see pick bands? Does this show me anything helpful? Game number 1 between Top and FPX. Top did win that game, and it was a kind of a huge blowout, honestly. At the beginning, we had Knight on the Silas, and he looked like a god. Doinby was on the Lissandra, not so much because he was put into a bad position. Just a very ugly game. It was kind of just a huge blowout by Top. And I can't show you anything. I'm so sorry. They don't have anything right now, which is so sad. It's like they were all just watching Game of Thrones like me, and they totally forgot to do their stuff like me. That's why the podcast's starting a little late. But game number 2, Fun Plus Phoenix did win that game. And they kind of complete 180. You had the Cannon up top versus the Akali, and Akali actually won that matchup. Then we had the Renekton mid lane, which you usually don't see too often. Doinby pulled out a little bit of a special there, and it went against the Silas, and it was like you put Doinby on something that's going to carry, not on the Lissandra. A-okay, perfect for them. Game number 3, Doinby on the Corgi and another hard carry. I mean, after game number 1, pretty much, we'll just go through this quickly because I know this is kind of boring because I don't have anything to show with this. This is like all I have. Is after game number 1, Fun Plus Finger kind of stomped Top Sports. After that, Knight played phenomenal in every single game. To be fair for Top, but the rest of the team really lacked no better way to put it. They kind of lacked all sense of urgency. They kind of looked like they weren't really. I don't even know if they were trying as hard, even though it's a third place match. I think it's kind of risky. But yeah, it was not good. It was not good. The finals, not great from an entertainment standpoint, unless you were an IG fan, which I am. I am. But if you were looking for some fun competitive league, we didn't get that. Let me try again. Look, LPL playoffs. Come on. Show me. No. Okay, LPL schedule. We're gonna try this last time. See, it doesn't even show up on Google like how it does on previous podcasts. So I'm sorry, guys. I don't have anything for you. I tried my best. Google and the Wikipedia is letting me down on the final LPL podcast as well. It's so sad. Like I always want to go out with a bang, you know. This is like the worst way to go out. Speaking about going out with a bang, IG in the first game just obliterated JDG. Wasn't even close. We had the Xayah Rakan bot lane duo for Draculove and Baolan. Just destroyed Imp on the Kai'Sa. Imp did not have a good series whatsoever. But neither did Yagao. On the Lissandra versus rookie Zoe, he just got obliterated. He was down like 20 CS by 10 minutes. It was insane. He shoved him out of lane like 2 or 3 times. It was quite crazy. Yeah, just all IG in general just completely blew out JDG. And game number 2 was very similar to that. This time they had the Ryze and the Jace to destroy, and they had the Ryze game number 1 for the Shy. The Shy also was destroying on the Ryze versus the Ornn up top. You couldn't do too much to stop that. That's called not picking Zoom on Ornn was the most depressing thing I've ever seen because I was really hoping for the Shy and Zoom to fight each other like both on carries. Game number 2 though, they gave Zoom Sion another non-carry. He didn't look very good on that one either. They gave the Shy Jace. This game kind of started okay for JDG for like the first 10 minutes, I believe. Maybe like for 8 minutes, 7 minutes. It was early. They got like first blood. And then after that, it was just straight IG the whole way through. Like, this was probably the most blowout game of the entire series. Sorry for yawning. I'm sick. So I'm tired easily. I'm always tired, though, as you can probably tell if you've watched all the podcasts, which isn't healthy. But moving on. I'm done with watching League until MSI. I don't think I should celebrate it, but watched over 900 games in 13 weeks. It's kind of a lot. Yeah, we had the Shy absolutely dominate on the Jace. Flawless looked really good in both the first two games and the third game. He was like 4-1 on Nocturne, which, I mean, take that, Reddit user that I don't remember your name but said that Flawless was the worst player in the LPL. That wasn't true either way, no matter what. But he played really well, I thought. Yagao really let him down in the mid lane. I thought he got simply outclassed by Rookie. And even Zoom got outclassed simply not because of Zoom's fault, I didn't think, but because of his coaching. I think his coaching really didn't help him by putting him on Ornn and Sion into 2 carries against the Shy. Game number 3 was actually a fantastic game, I thought. It was very close. It was actually pretty much neck and neck. It started out really bad with JDD to get first blood against the Draven, but then when Draven was coming down, they greeted for some more, which I didn't think it was a bad play by JDG. It was really close to working to get Draven's both of his summoners and kill him again before he can get back to lane and really shut him down for the entire time. But they kind of botched the execution. It wasn't even that much of botched execution as it was just a simply outplay by IG with Balan and Mullen was a god on the Tom Kench, and Jackie Love on Draven. They just played it so cleanly. And they ended up getting a double kill for Draven and an assist. They killed all 3 for none. It was very clean. But after that, they did move on, and they got a lot of extra kills, and they actually had like a 4K gold lead by one point, and they had control around Baron. But then eventually they even took a Baron, and then when it all started falling apart was near their bot lane or on IG was on red side, so it was on their bot lane, their inhib tower. It actually happens when Jackie Love takes like 90% of his HP out right away from a Jace empowered blast, and I'm like, oh wow, they're definitely gonna take this tower. The Shy, on the other hand, had a decision like, I'm gonna use an empowered Q, and then my E, my Hemoplague, and then my ult. That's the Hemoplague. And his E, I don't know what that's called, but whatever. But basically, he one shot Imp on Kaisa, who I don't know. I don't think he ulted, which is really weird. But yeah, just completely one shot him. Didn't work out. With Imp out of the fight, that IG was able to push and be super aggressive. They wound up getting 4 kills from 2, and with that, stopped the Baron siege of JDG and just completely took over the game from then on out. And IG went into a team fighting game, which JDG is also really good at team fighting, but IG is just simply more mechanically talented. The issue with this series was that all the other series, I thought Fun Plus Phoenix really should have beat JDG because on a mechanical level they should be stronger, but JDG's coaching was so phenomenal this entire. I gotta give hats off to JDG's coaching and their players for executing the coaching decisions. But until this series, the coaching decisions every single game they just beat RNG by focusing down Uzi. They beat like Fun Plus Phoenix by focusing on Doinby. Like they executed all their plans perfectly on how to beat the team that they were facing. That's how they got to the finals. Really, the coaching came up with a perfect plan, and the players executed on that plan perfectly. But against IG, it just wasn't enough. Their players are just too damn good. Like they literally have the best team in the world. And they're defending world champs, and I think they are terrifying. Like, I know this is gonna sound biased because I've been watching. I've been a big fan of the LPL all year. I don't think it's even close between the other team, except for SKT. I believe SKT is pretty close with Teddy, especially, and Faker. It sounds weird that Faker's not even the first one mentioned, by the way. It's Teddy that I would put against Jackie Love. I think that'll be a very exciting series. But in Rookie versus Faker, oh my god, and Khan versus the Shy, if you put them both on carries, you get Khan at least on Fiora or something like that. Like, then it's good. If he's on tank, then it's GG. But yeah, I think those two teams are really going to do strong at MSI. I saw a lot of memeing on Reddit today. Sorry, this is my typical Reddit flame, where it's like, oh, Team Liquid is fourth, and like the three super teams of G2, SKT, and IG are going to stomp all over them. True, but not the point. Two super teams. I think G2 is going to be getting stomped on just like Liquid, in my personal opinion. Sorry to flame a little bit here, but I really think IG will make G2 look like G2 made Origin look like easily. I think they have better at all five positions, and especially if Mickey X can't play. That's just if you have Promiscu in there, it's GG. I mean, if there's Promiscu in there, I think Team Liquid's a better team if Promiscu's in there. But if outside of that, I think IG, especially, and SKT as well, are just leaps and bounds better than G2 and Team Liquid. Sorry, I know I'm Team Liquid. I don't have a Team Liquid hat. I have my Tigers hat on. But yeah, I think that they're just both so much better in team or the Eastern or the Western teams, which sucks. As a Western fan, I really want Team Liquid to win MSI. Obviously, if you saw the last NA podcast, I'm a really big Team Liquid fan. I'm very passionate about it, but I really think this IG team I'm so excited because I think this is the best teams of each region definitely made it. LMS arguable. I love Flash Wolves and I think Flash Wolves always at MSI, but Mad looked really good until that series. Not and I think that the LMS will be pretty weak. And I know Fung Fu Buffalo on Vietnam, they look really good. And I'm really excited to see all those other regions which I didn't cover this year. So with that, we're gonna wrap up this. There's no predictions or anything. We're gonna wrap up the LPL podcast for the year or for the split. It's crazy to think that We'll be back tomorrow for the LMS podcast. The end. Sounds weird that LMS is ending it, but we'll end up LMS tomorrow on a Monday, and then from there we will have a week break until the day before MSI. I believe the next podcast will be April 30th is when we'll do the next podcast. So about a week. So tomorrow, maybe we'll do it 29th. We'll probably do it 29th. So, like a week from tomorrow, we'll start our MSI podcast to talk about the first round games, which we're not going to know much about, but I'm going to try and do some research and do the best I can, and especially because I'm going to be preparing for next summer split, where, as you guys know, that we're going to have all of the 5 major regions still, and then on Friday I'm going to do all the minor regions, like a brief summary of each of them. Obviously, I can't do them all in one episode, like as detailed, but we'll do a brief summary of each of the minor regions next year on Friday. So thank you guys so much for watching this year, and I'll see you tomorrow for the final Spring Split podcast of the LMS. Hope to see you there. Good night.